Hello YouTube, welcome back to Bald Man Building an Airplane. This is a new chapter, finally. This is chapter 28. You're calling it, section 28. The forward fuse lower structure. So this is the footwells, and when you first look at it, it's like, oh my gosh, that's the floor. Well, I mean, yeah, but in a plane where you get in it by like standing on the wing, which is a lot of small planes, admittedly, but then like tipping up the canopy, stepping on the seat, and just sort of like sliding your feet down in there, you don't really stand on the floor a whole lot. I mean, maybe you do, but it's not much. So the first time I saw this, and this is only like 40 thousandths thick aluminum, I was like, oh man, how the heck is this going to ever hold any weight? But the reality of it is, the only part that should ever really hold weight is really close to the bulkhead area, the aft side of it, where all those rivet holes are that you see on right in front of us right now. That's realistically, and in fact, it's just a little bit forward of that holds any weight at all. The rest of it is really just not gonna ever see any real weight because you can't stand there. The panel's in the way. So after some consideration, I was like, oh, it'll be fine. But it takes me 6 months to get to that point to really say it's gonna be fine. It took me until I really built the entire fuselage, and put the panel, not the panel in place, but saw where it was going to go, that I realized oh yeah, these are never gonna ever hold any weight. There's no worries at all, because all they had is this one stiffener that right down the middle, that I'm putting on right now. So I was concerned over nothing. And back riveting these went fully successfully. Back riveting is fine so long as you have a nice flat piece. Oh, also like antenna doublers. Those are cool. Those are fun. These pieces, as you see sparks flying, are stainless. And what you're seeing here is actually the tunnel that on early models of the RV-14 or models that have a single exhaust exit, the exhaust exits down through this tunnel, and it's made of stainless to keep the heat out. This plane will have dual exhausts that do not exit through this tunnel. This tunnel is essentially now becoming an area for a cowl flap. But what I am working on is the fuel pump. And you might say, huh, that looks different than some other aircraft fuel pumps I've seen. Yeah, that's right. That's because this is the SDS fuel pump. Simple Digital Systems. This fuel pump is sort of automotive grade, but I don't know, you might want to call it high end. Really good flow. Two pumps, one inlet, one outlet. I was just putting some pipe sealant on the side fittings, so that way that could set up over time. I had to come up with a mount for this. That'll be in a future video. Maybe the next one. I have to see for sure. Probably not the next one, though. It's probably going to be a little bit further along. But I had to come up with a way to mount this. And I wanted to use sort of the existing mounts. So it took me a bit of thinking, and I had to sort of steal some ideas from... I don't remember where they came from. There was somebody... oh, yes, Aircraft Specialty Flight Lines. They do a fuel line kit for this plane. I didn't buy their kit, but they do supply the directions online for people that do buy it. And I was like, huh, I like the way that they mounted that, so I kind of took the idea. Again, won't see the mount for a little while, because just gotta put some of this stuff together. These two Z brackets, J channels, whatever you want to call them, those are the mount for the fuel pump. If you use the default one, I will add to those for this mount. Yeah, that's about it for this one. I'm going to put some exhaust hanger clamps on that I won't use just because the directions tell me to. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, doesn't matter. But come back for the next one for more lower forward fuselage build. See you then.